Hello, my name is Alex. I'm a patchwork nerd, and this is my third cup of coffee today. So alert. Today we're going to be talking all about writing goals. One of my favorite writing vloggers is Jenna Moresi. She divides her goals into quarters. She has 4 quarters throughout the year, and those can be both writing and personal goals, and she has to at least achieve half of those goals to be considered a successful quarter. This system I decided to make my own, and it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Instead of just making one large master list of all of my goals, I divide my goals into 6 different categories. Those categories being people, passion, purpose, personal, projects, and pandemonium. The titles are pretty self-explanatory. People is goals for my family and the people that are involved in my life. Passion is my hobbies, the things I like to do for fun. Purpose is the things that I feel give me a higher sense of being, the things that give me a purpose for being in this world. Personal is self-improvement goals, whether that be my mental health, my physical health. Overall, it's dedicated to well-being. Projects is really self-explanatory. It's projects that I need to get done in my life. Pandemonium is a little bit of a wild card category because I normally don't put goals in pandemonium. That is just for anything crazy that pops up that I all of a sudden need to take care of. Last quarter, I made a total of 21 goals for myself from all the different categories. I did end up shortening it down to 20 goals just because there was a project that I had started that I decided is going to need to go on the back burner and I will take care of later. I achieved 18 out of my 20 goals. First category is people, and there were 2 goals total for this one. My first goal was to call my sister every week. She recently moved to Iowa and I wanted to surprise her with weekly phone calls. And I haven't made any phone calls. I message her on Facebook and I really feel like I'm using that as a crutch because I don't like talking on the phone all that much. That is something I'm definitely going to carry over into the next quarter, is trying to get over that phone phobia. My other goal in people was to visit my family more. Most of my family didn't live in the same town as me, and now everybody has moved back to the same town, and I'm so excited, and I've been trying to get in the habit of seeing my family more and visiting. I'm gonna count that as a win. I want to visit family even more in the next quarter. The second category, I totally failed in. There was only one goal and I failed. Passion. Read 3 books in 3 months. That was supposed to be a book each month, and I only read 1 book. I started a bunch of books and just kept not finishing them because I kept feeling like I gotta focus on writing. So that was a big old fail. Let's move on to the category with the most goals and the most successes, which really excites me. My purpose category. The first goal was to research professional editors and start budgeting for that. I've done a lot of research, and depending on if this person is available at the time that I'm ready, I do, fingers crossed, have someone in mind that I would love to have as my professional editor for when Strange is ready to go to be unleashed into the world. So fingers crossed that I can make that relationship with that person work. This was a fail in the category. Start a monthly newsletter. I felt like that's a really great way to connect with you guys on a more deep level and give you more background on what's going on with me, and also just show you some more of my writing and show you some surprises and behind the scenes stuff. So I really want this to happen, but it just kept getting pushed off, and I'm sorry that I didn't get around to it this quarter. Goal number 3, you already know, was a success. It was to choose the manuscript that I was going to pursue for publication. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I chose my novel Strange a manuscript, and I'm working on the 2nd draft. I am just about done with the outline, and I am going to be starting it for Camp NaNoWriMo. which is super, super exciting. If you're curious to learn more about that, I will link below to other videos where I talk more about the novel that I chose. Goal number 4 in Purpose was to edit my novel. I was very vague with this. It was literally just edit my novel, and I've been actively editing it. Not as far along as I'd hoped I'd be, but I'd like to say that stopping and slowing down has been very good for my process. Goal number 5 is to research agents. I've been totally creeping on agents on Twitter and making like a master list of all of the different agents that I want to query to eventually. Goal number 6 is to become more active on YouTube. I was really hoping that I would get into the habit of doing weekly videos. That didn't really happen this quarter, but I'm very happy that I'm producing more and more videos, and I've finally hit a groove. I figured out my schedule, so fingers crossed that I can keep that going. Next goal that was a success was to hold a giveaway on Twitter. I held a giveaway where I gave away a Peter Popper Press journal, and it was so fun. I'm hopefully gonna do another giveaway soon. It just made me so happy, and I'd really love to do it again. My next goal was to host my writers chat, #WritersPatch, weekly on Twitter, and I am so thrilled that I held Writer's Patch every single week this quarter. In case you're not familiar with it, I host every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time a chat using the #WritersPatch, and I ask questions about different writing topics, and it's a great way to meet people and mingle and take a break from your writing and to just come together with fellow writers and talk about your successes, your strengths, your weaknesses, things you need to work on. And I absolutely love hosting Writer's Patch, and I have so many ideas for the future that I'm excited to be doing, and I can't wait to unleash those to all of you soon. So if you're looking for a fun little escape from writing for a little bit with fellow writers, join me over on my Twitter @PatchworkNerd, and again, it's 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. My last goal for Purpose was to revamp my blog. It's nothing special, it's nothing gorgeous, but my blog was needing some help. I'm hoping to get more into a groove with producing content both on YouTube and Twitter and on my blog and on my website. I'm just wanting to give you guys all the things, so I needed to get my blog up to snuff so I could start getting ready to give you guys all the things. Let's move over to personal. The first goal in that category was a success, and that was to start walking my dog Willie more. Willie is just the most adorable thing. He's like right there. You can't, well, you obviously can't see him, but he's like his kennel, we call it his puppy bucket, and he's just curled up like a little donut and he's sleeping, and it's so cute, and I just want to squish him. And usually his eyes pop open when I say his name, like he's only like half sleeping because he's kind of like just creeping on everything I do, but he is so out right now and it's so cute. I just want to squish you. Oh, there. Oh, sorry, I woke you up. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. I woke up the dog. The next goal was to start a meditation schedule. I actively created a meditation schedule. Now I need to start following it. The third goal under personal was to eat more salad. I know, that's like a really lame sounding goal, but I just want to try and eat healthier, so I've been trying to eat more salad. And I love vegetables and I love leafy food, so it's not really that hard. It's just more remembering that salads exist and that it's an option. That's probably the hardest thing for me, not the actual eating of salads. This next personal goal is very personal, and I hesitate to share it, but why the hell not? The next goal was to start making a family plan. My husband and I, we have reached that point in our marriage where, you know, we've been together for a long time, and we've been married for almost 2 years now, and it's time to start thinking about a family. It doesn't mean it's happening like right this minute, and it doesn't mean that it's happening this year or next year. I just like planning things, so I started forming a plan for that, and there's a tentative plan. There's an albino squirrel. I feel so like Doug right now, like squirrel. And the last goal in personal was to drink 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. And I'm so glad I've been drinking so much water. Our final category was projects, and there were 2 goals in there. The first being to donate old clothes and purses and shoes and junk. It feels so good when I just like fill up an entire trash bag full of stuff and bring it to Goodwill. And our final success was a couple of house projects. Wanted to organize my pantry, which I did. We put up art on the walls. We put in new light fixtures in the house. I finally have a chandelier in my entryway, and it's the chandelier from my childhood home, and it just makes me so happy. And to decorate my kitchen, I did that. I have cute art on the walls. I have a cute little shelf with accessories on it, and that made me feel really cute and dandy. So that brings us to quarter 2 and what I hope to accomplish during that. The categories are staying the same, and here are the things that I'm hoping to accomplish. It is both personal and writing goals. People is to call my sister once a week and to continue to visit my family more. For passion, it is to read 2 books. 2 books. I should be able to handle this. I can read 2 books. My mind is just blown by people who are able to read like 12 books in like 5 minutes, because I'm just a putsy person. Like I putz my way through books. I don't like when things end, so I will avoid reading the end of a book for months. I have avoided reading the end of a book for a year because that's how much I didn't want the story to end. For purpose, you know I'm doing Camp NaNoWriMo, and my goal is to win Camp NaNoWriMo. This goal is building off of my NaNoWriMo goal, which is to write 1 hour a day, most days. I also want to start my newsletter. I want to start my newsletter. I want to start it. I will start it. I will start a monthly newsletter. I also have goals to make YouTube videos every Sunday. Honestly, I'm just like floored that there's so many of you here. Like, I just broke 100. When did that happen? My next goal is to start researching the querying process. I want to brush up on what the ins and outs of a query letter is, what I need to do for the agents that I have in mind to query to, just altogether become an expert on querying. I recently found some critique partners, so you guys, you're part of the goals. Every week I want to spend a certain amount of hours working on reading through work from my critique partners and giving them feedback. Create a master vlogging schedule. I have so many ideas that just keep like poof leaving my head. So I need to like compile a list of everything that I want to eventually make a video on and stick to having that system. My next goal under purpose is to write 50% of my novel, Strange, a manuscript. This is ambitious, but I'd like to think that Camp NaNoWriMo is going to give me a really good push forward, and that I'll be able to keep that momentum up so that way I can get at least halfway through the rewrites of draft 2. For personal, meditate and read each night. Definitely borrowed this goal from Vivian Reese. She's another YouTuber who talks about writing. Her last video with her goals, she talked about wanting to read or meditate before bed, and I want to do that so bad. Like, I want to just get into a routine of chilling out at night because I have a very overactive mind. I want to bring the chill. But create a budget. I have kind of sort of made a budget. I want to make like a real, like, I'm a big grown-up budget. And walk my dog, Willie, every week. The thing with my dog is that he's a runner, so we a lot of times go in the backyard and we run around for like 10-15 minutes and then we come inside and we're tired and we're done. But I think that we need to get more in the habit of walking because it's not just good for the dog, it's good for me. And then for projects, I have a couple of house projects. I want to organize our closets because we have really weird, tiny, oddly shaped closets in our house, and they just, like, I just want to make a system so that they're prettier and not exploding and not awkward. I also have a work-related goal. Won't go into the details about that, but it's work-related. And my final goal for projects is to start doing freelance. I want to, in some way, shape, or form, do freelance writing. I haven't quite fleshed out the details yet, but I'd like to at least get a good idea of what services I want to offer. I want to at least have that ready to launch by the end of this quarter. So that brings us to a total of 21 goals that I am going to be working on for the second quarter of this year. If you want to make your own quarterly goals, I totally encourage it. This has made me so much more productive. I'd love to hear more about how you organize your goals, so please feel free to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to hit that happy little subscribe button down below and give this video a like. I post new videos on Sunday. It's in my planner. It's one of the goals. I post videos on Sunday. If you have any questions, feel free to tweet me at PatchworkNerd. Otherwise, I will see you later. Toodles!